Heritage Action recently launched their pro-police billboard campaign called No Police, No Peace, with 7 billboards being displayed in New York City, Atlanta, and Dallas. All right, tell us about the project.
So Americans want safety and security. I think that's clear when we look at the intimidation of the left. And so we wanted to do something big and dynamic in cities that will really get attention, but also the cities that are struggling with this defund the police movement. You've got Dallas that has a city council resolution on this. Atlanta, you have many of the cops, including the chief of police, that have resigned. And New York City, home to NYPD's best, are having weekly parades and protests against the police across the Brooklyn Bridge. So these billboards are up. They've been up for 2 weeks. They're up for another 2 weeks, and they drive a simple message. You cannot have peace if you do not have the police. We want to support law enforcement. We want safety and security in our neighborhoods. We want to push back against this intimidation of the left. And we're calling on all Americans across the country to make that same commitment. We have nearly 200,000 Americans that have signed the police pledge that's referenced on the billboards. And even further, we're putting elected officials on the record. So we have nearly 200 House members that have made this commitment not to defund the police, not to support any movement that would do so, as well as governors, senators, and state and local officials. They're doing it. Joe Biden can't do it. He is completely incapable of condemning the violence and supporting the police to the fullest of the degree. And I think these billboards send a sharp message in a place that's needed most right now.
And have you had good feedback from the public? What has the response been to the campaign?
Remarkable. So in the first 24 hours of the billboards going up, we had over 10,000 text messages coming in from brand new people saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've heard from big law enforcement groups around the country saying thank you. Spouses of cops that work the beat at night thinking, gosh, my husband's out there. I don't feel like I have any support. And then I look up on Peach Street Road in downtown Atlanta and I see this amazing tour de force of support for law enforcement. So I think that more people support the police than we even realize, and the left's attacks on them are unwarranted and go against the mainstream of America.
That is very encouraging to hear. All right, when we come back from the break, we will visit this week's segment of Don't Be Fooled and the closing argument. Don't go anywhere.